for you to envision a scenario for a moment. You are woken up in the middle of the night to the sound of ear-piercing screams that seem to be straight from a horror movie. Now imagine that these sounds are coming from your very own child and there was nothing that you could do to make them stop or comfort them. I'm sure many of you are thinking this sounds like an intense nightmare, but what I'm describing isn't a nightmare at all, but a defining characteristic of what is known as Hibbard nocturnus, or more commonly called night terrors. In fact, I experienced these sleep disruptions with my own child a handful of times. I didn't know it then, but night terrors are a disruption in sleep that suddenly disrupts the normal sleep cycle and can be triggered by age or environment. First, let's discuss when night terrors occur so that we have a better understanding of what they are. During an average night, we alternate between two states of sleep: rapid eye movement, or REM, and non-REM. Non-REM consists of 4 stages. During the first stage, we are lightly asleep and easily awakened. And during the second stage, we're slightly more asleep and harder to wake up. And then we go into stage 3 and stage 4 of non-REM, and these are the deepest stages of sleep. This is where a person would be extremely hard to wake up. Dr. Mark Anderson says that it's during the stage 4 of non-REM that a person would experience their night terrors. After these 4 stages, we transition to REM, and this is where most of our dreaming occurs. So what this all means is that night terrors occur during the deepest stages of sleep, while dreaming and nightmares, which are really just intense dreams, take place usually in REM, but they can happen at any time during sleep. So now that you have a basic understanding of when night terrors occur, let's take a closer look at what they are and what happens during an episode. There are many things that may happen during a night terror episode, and which this disorder can be characterized by. Leading researcher on night terrors, David Richards, stated that although there are many symptoms, they will have a specific effect on the person experiencing them. At the onset of a night terror, the person will seem to suddenly awaken from sleep and be very distraught. But in reality, they're completely unaware of their surroundings, and they're actually in a state of what we call a partial awakening. Even though they can't see what is going on around them, usually their eyes are going to be wide open. Also, their heart rate will be elevated, and most likely they're going to be excessively sweating. And they won't be able to tell you what is happening or what is wrong, and if you offer comfort to them, they're most likely going to push you away. And also, because many times they see things that aren't there, they'll cry out to no one in particular. These episodes normally last between 1 to 10 minutes and will stop just as unexpectedly as they began. Medical editor for Kids Health, Dr. Mary Gavin, states that while night terrors can be alarming and dramatic, they are usually harmless and they're not remembered the next day. Since I have explained the symptoms of night terrors, we will now consider their causes. Kevin Conley of WebMD acknowledges that while night terrors can occur at any age, they're more common in children between the ages of 3 and 12. Dr. Linnes says that night terrors are thought to target children because their central nervous system, or CNS, has not yet fully matured. And our CNS is what regulates sleep and waking brain activity. So as the child grows up, their central nervous system will mature and they'll probably just grow out of the night terrors. They also tend to be more common in people with stressful life events. However, as I said before, they're usually harmless and will go away on their own. As you can see, night terrors can be recognized by the disorder's many symptoms, And like other sleep disorders, such as snoring, they have the ability to disrupt a peaceful night's sleep. And they affect the person that's going through them and those around them. So in closing, I hope that you have a better understanding of night terrors and how and when they occur.